Well, Rashford has gone ahead to take a very huge dig to Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Jimmy Carragher, and all the pundits that came out and really disrespected Bruno Fernandes after the game of Liverpool. He has gone ahead and really attacked them by really losing his temper, not physically, but the words that came out of him today in the press conference towards the game of Rio Betis tomorrow were really showing or indicating how bad these players failed after these pundits came out and really pulled out allegations on Bruno Fernandes that he wanted to be taken out, was requesting to be substituted. Gary Neville was the alleger. To make it worse, when we got to see the video and the words of Gary Neville were really hoax, all falsehoods, Gary Neville has not yet gone ahead to really put a public apology outside there. Welcome to United Matters channel. Rashford has gone ahead to talk about the Liverpool collapse and indicating that players never gave up. And I don't understand this, because the moment you get in 7 goals, that is nowhere near giving up. It's beyond even giving up, because these players capitulated, and that really led us to a loss that was really humiliating. But I think the board of United has really gone ahead to bring in the right player to explain this, because he is a person he's a player of United, born and bred in Manchester. He knows the beef between Manchester United and Liverpool. He knows all what this game is all about, and it's always fun to beat Liverpool and Man City. He knows it, and I think they brought him in because he's the best person to really relate to what Manchester United is. He's the best informed player, and I think they've brought him in because he's English and because the English media is the one that is really attacking these players of United. So they've brought out an English player because they know they cannot go all hard on him, and Ten Hag and his camp I really appreciate them. And lastly, he's talking about his improvement, all that into this section, into this podcast. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel. Rock and David is my name. Let's get into this. Rashford first talked about Liverpool, the game between Liverpool and Manchester United. He said Liverpool versus Manchester United is a unique game. It doesn't matter about form. It's a special game of football that is decided in 90 minutes on the pitch. Going in at halftime, it could have been a different game. I missed a chance. He goes ahead to concede that he missed a chance. They can take the game away from you, and that's what happened. It's about resetting. Now, to me, when I look at what Rashford has said, for that he's right. He's right, especially about resetting and him admitting that he missed a chance. Obviously, the chance that he missed, it's a chance that he wouldn't have missed on any other day. I believe even if he composed himself, would have gone ahead to sit down Konate and Virgil van Dijk and then really go for goal, or even pass into Freddie. But he missed out a very beautiful chance. And it's good to admit in life that you've made a mistake, because through admission is when you really turn things better. You can turn around things and really make them look better. According to Marcus Rashford, he says they really had to really turn down tools. He says on Bruno Fernandes, who was attacked by Gary Neville, that he felt like he wanted to get off the field of play and the manager told him to stay, yet it was a lie. He said, I love playing with Bruno. As you can imagine, he's the perfect player to play with. He has been a good leader for us, even when he's not captain, which is always a good sign. He's helped other players become better leaders. And then he said, and the reality is that we can't be an organized team in terms of just one leader being captain. He's done a lot for us. I don't have anything negative to say about Bruno. As the manager said, nobody's perfect. I support him and I'm 100% behind him. So that is Marcus Rashford trying to defend Bruno Fernandes. And by doing so, he was really going to the likes of Gary Neville, who are really so much attractive to Bruno Fernandes and the team of Manchester United, that please go slow onto us, because Bruno has done an immense work. And we know the leadership skills in Bruno, but each and every time he's petulant. I've really come out and called it out. You get? I've seen some people alleging that if at all you stop him being petulant, you might get the fire out of him. Guys, I don't believe in that. You get? This man has costed us games. That's it. For example, what if we lost the game of Barcelona at Old Trafford with that penalty that he went ahead to give? You get? That's the petulancy that we're talking about for Bruno Fernandes. And we are not talking about that in a bad way. We are talking about it in a good way. We differ from Gary Neville, who came out and really slated him with his falsehoods. He had no information. You get? The entire country, the entire world got to know that Bruno Fernandes wanted to be substituted. You get? And I was so much surprised that even on the Rokani Media Football channel, I did that video of Liverpool beating United 7-0. And people are telling me, Rokan, talk about Bruno. I'll ask myself, what has Bruno done? Then I got to land onto that tweet coming in from the main man, Gary Neville, talking about how Bruno was really asking to be substituted, yet it was a really huge lie. And Gary Neville should be ashamed of his career. He should come out and really apologize, because that was an allegation that can destroy a career of a player. And that's why Rashford has come ahead and really cleared the air that they love Bruno Fernandes and he's the captain of the team. Then Rashford on Liverpool said losing against Liverpool is enough. The scoreline doesn't matter when you lose a game against Liverpool or on any other rivals. It cuts deep. It's not nice. It's never a nice feeling. But for me, I always remember how many games we've won against them. Then he said, it's football and why everyone loves the game. It's disappointing, but we can't dwell onto it and look back. We are in position where we are still fighting on all fronts, and we have a lot of games still to play. We want to put it right. So I like the way he has concluded it, but I don't agree with him talking about the score doesn't matter. The score matters. Do you know why? When Arsenal beat us 3-2, all of us never went to those players. That's it. And all those goals wouldn't have gone in if at all we defended very well. The first goal of Nketiah, it's the blip of Aaron Wan-Bissaka that gets Nketiah onto the target. That's it. The second goal, Eriksen failing to do his job to close down Bukayo Saka, give him yards of space to go for goal. And for how many times have you seen Bukayo Saka in other games after playing against Manchester United going in for shots like those and going on target? Because Eriksen couldn't mark him. That's it. So, the third one, Scott McTominay, selling himself in the name of blocking the pass of Thomas Partey that he failed to intercept. It finds Trossard, Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets exposed in a 2v1 situation, and we got done. But because the game ended 3-2, we never came out and criticized these players. Because we knew, all right, we've lost away at Arsenal 3-2, honorably, let's go to Old Trafford and make things better. But Mr. Rashford, I love you a lot, but don't talk about the score. The reason as to why everyone was really so much impatient and we lost our heads is because of the score. So, Mr. Rashford, the score really matters. You saying that the score doesn't matter when you lose a game, I understand, but we are Manchester United. If we are Bournemouth, who have gone ahead to lose 7 to Man City, 9 to Liverpool, and how many to which other team? You get? It's their level. But in this game of football, United is one of the best teams in the world, and this is our biggest rival. I don't come in to welcome what Rashford said on that, but all what I agree with him is the following: that it's disappointing, but we can't dwell onto that and look back. That's it. We can't look back. We're in a position where we are still fighting on all fronts. That's good to hear, and we have a lot of games still to play. We have to put it right. For that, you're okay. But for the first one, I don't agree with you, Rashford. But doing the needful to put it right is what we need to do tomorrow when you're playing Real Betis. Put them onto the sword and obviously make them feel what we felt, as their manager has also gone ahead to say that each and every time United lose, they come out in a very, very terrible way, like a team or like a person with a knife in their teeth. So then he talked about again the Liverpool collapse. He said we didn't give up. That is nonsense. And he was really referring to we, even me inclusive, Gary Neville and others, that for us we are saying that they gave up. That is nonsense. we were unorganized and communication was bad. It comes down to the fact that I believe everyone was trying to get back into the game. That match, we came away from principles. We came away from the principles in and out of possession. And then he said, I felt the forwards were trying to press just the forward unit, and we are disconnected from the midfield. We are talking, but we are not in agreement on what to do. The only thing we can do is to learn from it and move on. Now, to me, they gave up, because when you are unorganized and the communication is bad and you're miscommunicating, what better describes that as giving up? They gave up. When you look at the likes of Luke Shaw on how we conceded all those goals, these players gave up. Let's admit, these players gave up. But if they had never gave up and Liverpool was just elite on the day, Ten Hag wouldn't have come out to promise them that if at all they put out another bad performance like that on the day, he's going to demote them to under 21s. You get? I think these statements were just structured, like this one that I've just read, that Marcus Rashford said, to come out and try to put up a better picture. But the fact is, they gave up. They down tools again. But one thing we've known about this team, every time they've down tools, they've gone ahead to make it right. Now, lastly, he talked about his improvement ever since the season started, and this is the secret behind Rashford's improvement this season. He said, the main thing is that I came into the season fit. I was 100% fit. I had a good training camp before preseason, and then it was the change with the new manager, new staff and way of playing. It was exciting for me, and I've not looked back since then. Then he concluded by saying, we've come on a lot as a team and won big games in our style, and it's been a while since I could say that. We've tried our best to play for our club. That is Marcus Rashford for you. So I think hinting about the manager and changing of staff is the most important thing that is behind Marcus Rashford's explosion this season. When you look at the way he's really exploding and really going to score goals, he's really trying to really do the needful and obviously become the best of the one of the best players in Europe. And Erik ten Hag promised us that if Rashford listens to him and stays at Manchester United, he believes he's going to get more out of him. And obviously, you'll expect that. At 25 years of age, you've not hit that level of not learning, because learning never comes to an end. Even at the age of 60, there are things you get to know that you never knew. And Rashford is really blessed to be having Erik ten Hag under him as his manager, because he has done it at different levels of players that he has groomed from the academy with the talent and not exposed players. You look at the exposed players. Look to Ajax, Tadic, Sebastian Haller. They just tore apart the Eredivisie, and these ones that are already established and really world class and others top class, to him it's like taking water or getting a knife and passing it through butter. Why? He believes that he can do a better job into them and they become the best that they deserve to be on the day. So to me, I believe Erik ten Hag is really doing a very tremendous job. Rashford is going to have to appreciate it. All of us are seeing it. And the best thing for this team to do is to go on the field of play tomorrow and annihilate, hear me out, and annihilate a team known as not Villarreal, it's Rio Betis. That's it. 3-0, 4-0, out, and we go. We prepare for Southampton. If they come to Old Trafford, we give them their 2-3 goals all 4. That debate will be settled. And trust me, if we can go ahead and really win our next 4 or 5 games, it's going to be hard for us not to get back in the title race. Why? Around the corner, Arsenal is playing Liverpool, Man City is playing Liverpool. So I expect a blip somewhere in those teams. You get? One loss that we got against Liverpool, if we win 3 in a row, we are going to see us like 7 points behind Arsenal, all surpassing Man City. That's it, because these teams are going to drop points. I know they're going to drop points. So I think Rashford had some good statements he put out today and bad ones I put out today. But it's up to you now. I've given you my narration But yours is what I'm waiting for in the comment section below about Marcus Rashford attacking Gary Neville and Roy Keane and backing Bruno Fernandes for United captaincy. Can David is my name. I sign out for now. Let's see close to 100 likes on this video. Don't forget to subscribe. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I'm out.